No.
But
none of the decisions are the cause, a direct or indirect cause of the current situation. I've told you what no, wait, hold on there. Let's assume COCOBOD has a debt of 32 billion. Let's agree. Okay, that 32 billion debt is there. I am telling you that if the COCOBOD management now had sold the cocoa beans at the time when they were supposed to sell, in spite of the 32 billion debt they took off, no cocoa farmer will still get a haircut. That is fundamental.
So they say that yes, today we promised you something, today we don't have it. Come along with us, we'll be able to regulate and sanitize the sector, and then we'll pay you better.
You see, you see the way, first of all, you haven't even
Miracle Aboagye the insemi aba abonten for cocoa price yate so ama ekuafo no esu no. Miracle Aboagye the insemi aba abonten e wo JoyNews oka say because of NDC for omo so much incompetence omunim kwan ye fa tototo neoma nti ena cocoa yate so a world marketer omo nso ho pre omo di gidigidi say yate so dia ende na cocoa na say den yate so ebusia ha ye Ghana Plug Media mesro so ba so na wa subscribe we and like it na share aha nsema ekoso e wo mayimu na e de ebro onso onye bi ahwe anytime bi e be upload new video bi ano onso betimi a notification na wetimi ahwe ebi ti yenko ni yenko nkotie Miracle Aboagye nsemu a na oka e de fa cocoa ekuafo any CEO of COCOBOD ne nsemu a ekoso
acknowledge that you are the cause of the problem. That is the
no, because they also roll out the problem back to you.
No, you can't
and it keeps rolling.
You can't roll it out. We haven't come in yet. See, at the moment, I keep telling you, we haven't come in yet. Right now, it's COCOBOD versus the farmers. They should deal with that first. We haven't come in yet. So you can't roll us in. Admit that your poor decision in trade is what has led to this very shameful, unprecedented situation.
Then what? When
you admit that, go to the farmers and go and tell them that you are going to give them a bailout. They don't need a haircut. Go get them a bailout. Go and find money from somewhere else and use it to support the farmers. They deserve it. Okay. 1 million Ghanaian farmers deserve a bailout. This same NDC government, when they were in office previously, the same president, when the banking crisis set in, what did they do? Didn't they take Ghanaian taxpayers' money and give to the banks as liquidity? Billions of cedis. Why can't you do the same for the farmers? Why do you think that? Is it because you assume that every cocoa farmer is illiterate? Why do you think that cocoa farmers should suffer for your recklessness? And you cannot go out of your way to provide them with the bailout. That is what the cocoa farmers are asking for. They are saying that in times when the cocoa prices on the international market is high, out of the roof, you choose what to give us.
So they say
today,
that
if the cocoa prices are down, bail us out.
Okay, so they say that they're coming up with a bill that will regulate the cocoa sector. What are you looking to hear?
They are going to collapse the cocoa sector.
When they come up with a new bill?
They are going to collapse the cocoa sector. I'm telling you.
How so?
See, any time you make a mistake to bring deregulation into the cocoa sector, you will collapse it. I promise you. You just mark this that I'm telling you. You see, there's a reason why COCOBOD was established. COCOBOD was established to handle a situation where they can manage shocks and the volatility and make sure that the cocoa farmer is not affected. Because you see, the cocoa farmer is also a business person. Nobody will go into a business that they will run at a loss. Nobody will go into a business that will inconvenience them. So when they realize that COCOBOD is useless, and all you do now is to simply do some deregulation and you give me whatever it is that you can give me, why should I still give my cocoa to you? Or why should I even do cocoa farming? So we are going to lose the farms. As we speak, this government has already created another competition for the cocoa farmers, which we'll talk about later. Galamsey. This government focus is on Galamsey, basically buying gold from Galamseyers, enabling them to destroy cocoa farms even more. Number two, because this government is encouraging Galamsey, a lot of the labor that the cocoa farmers use on their farms have shifted from cocoa farms and have gone to Galamsey sites. See, a laborer that used to be taking 50 to 60 cedis in 2024, under this government, it's encouraged to go and do Galamsey than to come to the cocoa farms. It's now charging the cocoa farmer 150 Ghana cedis, 120 Ghana cedis before they work. What it means is that the cost for the cocoa farmer on even labor alone has tripled.
So if I hear you in conclusion, the financing model, the financing framework as we have it now, shouldn't be altered.
No, you don't.
We should maintain the forward.
Yes, but that is what we've used. No, that's what we've used since Gold Coast. Why is this incompetent government tapping with it?
We have used it since Gold Coast. You acknowledge that when you took over a debt. I mean, I hear you say that how much you price or how much you give to the cocoa farmer has no consequences on the overall debt of COCOBOD. But you say that you inherited a certain amount of debt. Currently, they also say that they inherited a certain amount of debt. We're in silos, we're in circles. You say that the framework doesn't need any alteration.
Yeah, but why should you? I'm saying that the framework does it because all this debt is as a result of recklessness on the management of COCOBOD. Fix it. See,
since when? Since when?
I mean, since as long as go and look at the debts. It's just as a result of mismanagement of COCOBOD. So fix that.
Okay.
So what you do as a government is you ring fence that situation and allow the cocoa farmers to be. Okay. But any attempt, any decision that leads to continuously impoverishing the cocoa farmers would be resisted. And you see, the government is playing with this whole cocoa farm thing. As we speak this morning, I know cocoa farmers as we speak that are putting themselves together to take the government on in court.
What would they be going
remember, I have my own land. I have my own money. I put it in cocoa farms. You have chosen to pass a law that restricts me from selling the cocoa the way I want.
You have to sell on my behalf.
And you want to sell on my behalf. It means that decisions that you take must inure to my benefit. If you begin to take decisions that will affect me negatively, I have to challenge that choice that you have made for me. And that's what they are doing. Remember that there's also a guarantee pricing mechanism for the cocoa farmers, which this government has breached. They are taking them to court.
I look forward to have this one.
Yes, you see, and that tells you how serious this particular situation is. And I'm surprised that they are playing with it. First of all, you don't deny me my money since October. Then in January, when there is heat on you, you go into an emergency cabinet. Then you come out, you sit in Accra, take a microphone, and announce to us, 1 million of us, who none of us are in Accra, are all in the villages, announce on TV that I've reduced your price. That alone was the first red flag. That complete disregard, disdain that this government has shown towards the cocoa farmers is a first red flag to the cocoa farmers. As we speak, when you were in opposition, you were coming to us in Ahafo, in Bokrom, in Seshi, to hold stakeholder engagement and town hall meetings and tell us big things, big grammar, promising us 6,500 Ghana cedis. Now you come to office, because of your recklessness, you miss the peak international market price. You are unable to pay us what is due us. You are coming to reduce our prices. And Emifa, you don't have the courtesy. You could not find the courtesy to come and engage us even first before announcing it. You stand on TV, announce it, and it's like take it or leave it. You go into your office and shut the door on our faces. The cocoa farmers are not resting. There's been protests across the country, and I can tell you that it's not ending. This government's only way out, Emifa, is to get a bailout for the cocoa farm, because what they have done to the cocoa farmers.
So they should find some money and then.
Because it's unprecedented. See, no group of persons in such large numbers have suffered such economic catastrophe like the cocoa farmers. 1 million direct cocoa farmers. If you add their wives and their children, they are going to inch close to 5 million cocoa farmers. The cocoa economy, the local economy in the cocoa areas, MFA have collapsed. If you go to the cocoa areas right now, the towns are quiet. They are shut down. And you know what even breaks my heart? This government came to announce that, oh, we are going to start paying you what we owe you. So everybody was happy. At least, even though you are going to reduce the price, you pay me what you owe me now. It's been how many weeks? It's been how many days? As we speak, they have been paid even more than 1.1 billion cedis. Do you know how much they owe the cocoa farmers? 11 billion. So not even 10% of what you owe them since October has been paid. Next week is March. What it means is that for 6 months, half a year, you have held onto our money. Within that period, cost of living has ballooned. Today, these farmers cannot even pay for electricity.
I want to spend the few 4 minutes that I have on the NPP.
Before you go to the MPP, these farmers cannot even pay for electricity. So for the 6 months that you've been holding their money, 6 months that you haven't paid them, 6 months that prices have shot up, how are they even supposed to survive with the money that you are bringing them? Because for most of them...
I struggle to come to terms with the fact that a government can decide to want to take decisions that would directly affect cocoa farmers. Because you see, cocoa farmers are not just NPP people, right? They are Ghanaians as well. I really shudder to think that they'll take a decision that will put them in a situation where...
That is the 15th wonder we all have experiencing now. Because before you move on, because Nobody ever thought we would ever, in this country, experience this situation, that the government will be courageous enough.
You don't believe that it is part of a bigger mechanism to solve a problem?
It is part of an incompetence. But this government, since they are in almost hinching towards 1.5 years, what have they done for the people of this country apart from talk? This is the only government in the world that is able to move inflation.
But they have sold a significant amount
amount of what? It's incompetence. This government is the only government in the whole world, in history, that is able to bring a country's inflation from 23 to about 5 and still have prices ballooning over 60% and 30%. So they haven't done anything. Absolutely nothing. And if you are wondering why, you are living it. So you are experiencing for the first time in your life.
Your party is getting ready.
Since you and I were born in Latte. Since you and I were born in Latte. This is the first time in our lives that we are hearing that a government. It's interesting.
I have an uncle who is a cocoa farmer. He's never been rich.
But you know, all of us in Latte have.
He's never been rich.
But he's never been poor. He's experiencing now.
Well,
you understand? At least he's able to afford basic things. You know, cocoa farmers are one of the people who are able to take their children through school very well.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you reduce my price by 1,000 Ghana cedis, a cocoa farmer that has 100 acres of land, you know how much he's losing with this?
It's as if you've taken your mind off the international pricing model.
No, I haven't. I acknowledge. I am saying that the international pricing model should probably be affecting 2027 price.
Not.
Yes, because that one, the previous one, 2025, 2026, the price was high. You should have sold. Please listen to me. What I'm telling you is the truth. You should have sold. If you had sold the cocoa beans when it was at 13,000, 11,000, this current price, which dropped in 2026, would not have affected you. Are you getting the English? So you would probably come into the 2026, 2027 conversation and say, oh, since 2026 January, the prices have dropped. So let me drop your prices. It is incompetence on the part of COCOBOD. Then they come and tell the farmers that, oh, you know, we have debt. You have debt, but your management are living like Arabian kings. Go and see the COCOBOD residents at cantonment. They have spent millions of cedis to renovate
They've cut down their salaries.
No, I'm telling you that they've spent millions of cedis to renovate one of the best houses you could find in cantonment. They have bought 110 pickup trucks for their management. They have bought 10 Land Cruisers for their management. They are living large, and they come and tell you that we've cut our salaries by 20%, so clap for us. The cost of renovation of that residence, the cost of buying those vehicles is nowhere close to how much they have cut. In any case, the salary cut that you have made, if I think about it, are you bringing it towards the farmers?
I have just a minute.
Is it coming to us?
I have just a minute.
Your salary cut, are you coming to pay it to us? Are you adding it to the price cut you have done? We need to get serious in this country.
At least it helps solve one strand of the problem.
Your debt is not our business. Your debt as COCOBOD is not our business. In your decision to remedy this situation, you have rather saved yourself. You are cutting down 20% of your salary to fix COCOBOD debt, but you haven't cut anything down to give us back our money. Think about that.
Let's see the form and shape the new reform bill will take. The bill, the cocoa.
There's no hope. The cocoa farmers have no hope.
Well, I was hoping to spend a few times on the end. Are you excited about your man to be running for office?
I mean, I'm excited about all the people who are running for office, all of them. I mean,
do you anticipate challenges, particularly because of his matter in court?